choose how you feel. You know, we often look at a situation and then determine how we feel about it. Some people tend to blame others for feeling bad, and then they blame their reaction on another person. You may have heard people say things like, "See what you made me do?" Or, "Why'd you make me do that?" Or, "You keep making me mad." Or, "They keep pushing my buttons." So on and so forth. But if you stop and think about it, why are you assigning another person the power to control you? They're controlling your reaction. Don't blame anyone else. Instead, decide to not allow someone else to have that kind of power over you. You're responsible for you. Make a choice to control your own life, including how you react to others. Don't allow your children or your partner or your parents or, friends, enemies, so on, to determine how you feel. Only allow yourself to make a decision about how you feel. Don't give your power to anyone else. That would be really irresponsible. Giving your power away and then blaming someone else because you feel a certain kind of way. That doesn't work. Focus on what it is that you're doing. If you want to get mad or angry, ask yourself, why are you going with that default reaction? Why do you have to get angry? Do you have to get angry? And what are you accomplishing by doing that? Or is there anger or madness within you that needs to be released? Now, there's nothing wrong with that. There are going to be times that we are annoyed or angry about something. And this is something that we as humans experience from time to time. It's good to find a release for it when we do get angry. You see, there's a constructive way and a destructive way to do this. The key is to release it constructively, gaining control and moving in a more positive direction, because adding fuel to a fire just causes destruction. We all understand that, right? Well, feelings work the same way. Feeling good evokes more feeling good things to be sent in our direction. Feeling bad or unhappy and so on and so forth, it just causes more upsetting things to flow toward us, because your energy flows where your attention goes. Make it a priority to manage your feelings. In fact, how you feel needs to matter more than how others feel about you. Let me say that again. How you feel matters more than how others feel about you. I want to take a moment to pause here and to thank you for tuning into my channel. If you think that you've gained some value or were entertained in some way, please like and subscribe to the channel. It would really help me out. Please also tap the notifications bell so you'll be notified when I post new content. Thank you so much. So when something occurs, don't say it's because this person did that to you. No one is doing anything to you. Each person is living their life in what they believe is the best way possible. And yes, some of them are seeking to hurt others, okay? But they are only hurting themselves. I have an example of someone I was speaking to a few months back. And I had a brief conversation with them about something that had occurred. And when I asked the person about it, and I asked them to, if they had some thoughts about it, they proceeded to explode verbally. And I was shocked and surprised, but I had to make sure that I didn't allow myself to be upset, because their upset was not going to, I wasn't going to allow their upset to affect me. there was no need for that type of response from them. And I realized that that person was dealing with their own issues and their own life situation. So I didn't take it personally because that person couldn't control themselves. And more importantly, I wasn't going to allow them to upset me for what they were feeling bad about, although they were trying to blame me at that moment. They were looking for an outlet for their unhappiness or their anger. Subsequently, a few weeks later, about 2 weeks later, they approached me and apologized for the outburst. And they mentioned that there were some things that they were dealing with, and they appreciated that I didn't engage with them. They did make a mention of that. You see, so it's important not to allow yourself to get upset, because it only starts to fuel a fire when someone else is upset, and then you respond with your own upsets. So you get to choose how you feel every moment of every day. The longer you live, you realize there are going to be upsets and discouragements all the time. Just like there are going to be pleasant and uplifting and exciting things all the time. You see, there are always things happening in our world that can cause us to get upset. But we have to also recognize that there are good things happening that don't get reported in the news all the time. We hear a lot of the bad stuff from everywhere, from neighbors and friends and the news media and social media and so on. People even start conversations with total strangers with, "Did you hear about?" And rarely when it starts like that is it going to be something positive. But things like a child being born, or someone starting their own business, or someone meeting the love of their life, someone finishing some level of education, someone having a birthday, so on and so forth. There are so many things to celebrate. These are things that are occurring all the time that cause joy, celebration, and happiness. These things make us feel good when the upsets occur. We do have a choice. Process the upset. Take a moment to absorb the issue and start reflecting on solutions and the good things that can be gained from it. There's always something good that comes out of situations if we choose to pay attention. Do something to distract yourself from the problem instead of sinking into an unhappy space. If you must go to the unhappy space, okay, but don't stay there. It's your choice how to respond to anything. Do something to uplift your spirits. Whether you realize it or not, that one thing to uplift yourself can get you closer to a solution more than anything. Because when you sink to the level of a problem, you will not allow the solution to come to the surface. And the solution could be floating right there at the top, but you won't see it. So recognize that you are the master of how you feel. Stop giving your control away to random things in your environment or random surroundings. It could be news in the media, unhappy people that are close to you, so on and so forth. Take responsibility, because you really are the one who controls your environment. I'm going to leave you with this. Happiness is an inside job. Don't assign the outside that much power over your life. Thank you for watching. Blessings. And have a beautiful day. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. And remember, tap that notifications bell so you'll be notified when I post new content.